Good morning, children. This is your physical education class. I hope and trust that you all were able to understand the previous lesson, that is physiology and sports. So, children, today we will look a new topic from chapter 7, that is sports injury. See, children, as this word says itself, meaning sports injury means a kind of injury that occur during sports or exercise. Okay. Children, if you participate in any sports or any activity, there is a chance to get injured if you will not use proper equipment or not perform proper warm up before playing. So there is chances of injury. Okay. Classification of sports injury. So children, I have classified sports injury into three parts. First one is soft tissue injuries, second one is bone injury, and third one is joint injury. So children, today we will look only bone injury. Okay. So the first one is stress fracture. It means a crack in a bone. Children, it can be a common injury in high impact sports like long distance race or basketball or many other. Okay, mainly these fracture occur in leg bone. Okay. Second one is compound fracture. Children, in this fracture, the skin and muscle are damaged along with the fracture. Okay, and the broken bone come out through the skin by tearing it. Now the third one is complicated fracture. In this fracture, the bone is broken and damage internal organs like tissues, nerve or artery. Okay. And complicated fracture can be very dangerous, children. It usually occur in such sports like high jump, pole vault. Okay. Now the fourth one is green stick fracture. This fracture mainly seen in children because children bones are very soft, and whenever there is any stress on the bone, it gets bent rather than breaking. Okay. Next one is comminuted fracture. In this fracture, the bone is broken into many pieces at one place or at different places. Okay. And it can be possible in cycle race, bike race. Okay. And the sixth one is impacted fracture. Children, when the end of the fracture bone enter into another bone, it is called impacted fracture. Okay. Or in simple word, we can say a fracture bone give impact to the other bone. Okay. Now the last one is oblique fracture. In this type of fracture, the bone breaks diagonally and sometimes it may be displaced or may not be displaced. Okay. And the main cause of this fracture is to direct hit with any sport equipment like hockey stick or ball. Okay. Now, the causes of fracture. See, children, usually fracture occur due to a high impact on the bone, especially during sports competition or if you are participating in any game, and it may be because of overuse of our bone. Okay. And when we give over stress to our bone, then it will get fracture. Okay. I have written some causes of fracture here, as you can see. The first one is poor conditioning. It is the most important factor, children, because see, if our body muscles and bones are not conditioned properly, so we may suffer from the injury. Okay. Because see, many time I told you also that children, before playing any game, you should go for the warm up and proper conditioning, right? So that we can prevent ourselves from the injury, because each sports requires special conditioning according to the game. Okay. Next one is forceful and unnatural movement. Children, every game skill have its proper technique to perform that skill, right? But sometimes we want to give extraordinary performance, and because of that we perform some unnatural movements also, which can be cause of fracture. Okay. Now the next one is sudden fall on hard surface. Children, it is also a cause of fracture. See, if a player is playing game on hard surface and because of any reason he suddenly fall down, then he may get his bone fractured, right? Next one is fatigue. Children, as I told you many times that every sports person need to be recovered from the fatigue, right? And if a player ignore his recovery period, then he may suffer from the overload. So because of overload, we can say he may get into the fatigue, and because of fatigue, he fall down and he get his bone fractured, right? Now the next one is osteoporosis. Children, it is a medical condition in which bone become brittle from loss of tissues, and it is occurred just because of hormonal changes, sometime deficiency of calcium or vitamin D. Okay. And if a person bones become weak, there is more chances to get fracture. Okay. Now the next one is management of fracture. Children, in this we will study how we can manage or treat fractures. As we study, there are different type of fracture and they are required to treated and managed, right? So in this we will go with that. So the first one is management of stress fracture. So the first one is in this elevate. Children, what we have to do, first of all, whenever we get stress fracture, then we elevate the extremity and rest while the bone heals, okay? And the next one is ice. We should apply ice on the affected area for 24 to 48 hours, okay? And painkiller, yes, if the pain is there, we should take some painkiller also. Now the next one is use a splint. Children, if there is any need of immobilization of the affected area, then we should use a splint, okay? Another one is partial weight. Yes, see, when the swelling is reduced, you should start putting some partial weight on that affected area, okay? So that you can get some strength on the muscle, in the muscle, okay? Now the next one is crutches or walking stick. Children, it can be used in the beginning and after 2 weeks, you can start putting normal weight also, okay? And children, you can do one more thing, like 6 to 8 weeks, try to avoid activity that cause stress fracture, okay? And after that, you may start your normal activity slowly, okay? Gradually you can start your activity, okay? Next one is management of green stick fracture. Children, as I already explained you that in this type of fracture, a bone bends rather than breaking completely into separate pieces, right? So the first one is immobilization. Children, most of these fracture involves arm and leg, which require immobilization to make the bone grow back in natural position, okay? Then removable splint. Children, a removable splint is the most recommended among children, okay? Now the next one is anti-inflammatory drugs. Children, swelling that occur on the site of fracture can be reduced by the anti-inflammatory drug, but it should be taken after the recommendation by the doctor only, okay? And children, normally it takes 8 weeks for complete bone healing, okay? Now the next one is management of comminuted fracture. See children, as I told you, in this type of fracture, bone is broken into 2 or more pieces, right? And the management of this type of fracture, or we can say treatment for comminuted fracture, is a tough job because of many broken pieces of bone. So first what we have to do, immobilization. Children, in comminuted fracture, what we have to do, first we have to immobilize the affected area, right? Or I can say it should be maintained with the help of plaster or splints, okay? Next one is painkiller. Children, we can provide painkiller to the affected sports person, okay? But it should be recommended by the doctor only. Now the next one is antibiotics. Infection should be avoided by giving antibiotics, okay? And children, it may take for more than few months to restore its normal condition. Now the next one is management of oblique bone fracture. This fracture occurs when bone is broken diagonally, okay? And children, the method of treatment of oblique bone fracture usually depend on the amount of damage to the bone, okay? So the first one is plaster. See, if the damage is minimum, a plaster cast can be used to treat the fracture, okay? Now the next one is surgical treatment. Children, most of the oblique fracture required surgical treatment, okay? Because it broken like diagonally and we cannot treat by ourselves, or by even doctor also cannot treat this, okay? So they usually suggest for the surgery. Now the next one is metal rods. Students, if the damage is extensive, the metal rod and screw are used to hold the bone in place, okay? Okay, so children, this topic is finished now. And if you still have any doubt, you can ask me, okay? Thank you. Have a nice day, children.